All right, guys, here's the plan. Had this steel laying around in the backyard. I'm gonna cut these off. This is actually the perfect width to slide over. This is like a 2x3 box beam, and it's all gonna slide right over the front of the engine hoist. I'm gonna drill a hole right there, and then that'll be my pivot point. So that went well. Cut the end off. As you can see, I'm just gonna grind it down flat. I left a piece of steel that was welded to the back there. Seems to be welded pretty good. And then I'm gonna go over to the old engine hoist here, the Murphy, probably older than me, and that's basically going on like that. I'm gonna drill a hole, and then that's gonna be the lift for the cab. So as it turns out, all this crap over here is actually gonna get cut off. Made my mark. So what I did was I measured underneath the cab roof from seam to seam, where the roof seam meets the body seam, and I'm 54.5 inches. I was 54, 1.5 inch pass, so a 1/4 inch on each side, and I'm just going to weld them on. Weld this bracket in the middle, and then that'll be my lift. Pulled out the boom from the engine hoist, and before I weld this on, I'm going to kind of figure out where I'm going to bolt this. Some of these engine hoists, like the newer Harbor Freight ones, they actually just run a bolt through it and bolt through the chain. So it's not going to be a bad idea to have this hole here anyway. I'll probably just go somewhere around there. This one has old school as a notch for the chains. You could catch, at different lengths, whatever. It's nice because it's quickly adjustable. With the bolt, you kind of just locked into wherever you bolted and unbolted. But anyway, I'm gonna put it there. Because I pulled this off now, I don't have to drill it by hand. I'll bring it inside and I'll drill it on the drill press. All right, guys, we got another little treat for you today. My beautiful assistant, Ashley, is working the drill press. Want to say hi, babe? Anyway, we have our first hole drilled here, probably like around 3/8. Then we're just gonna go up in size a little at a time. I'm gonna use a little cutting oil, and we'll see how it goes. Some oil. Huh? Put a little oil. Just around the edge. All right, guys, this is the quick setup. I'm gonna weld this on as fast as I can. Just went around, put 4 tacks. Nothing crazy. I'm not clamping it down. I just cleaned the metal a little, and I'm just gonna lay some quick beads. All right, that's all we did. Took about 3 seconds, guys. I didn't go all the way around. I didn't wrap it. I didn't go underneath. I didn't do anything crazy because this might all be getting cut off in the future. It's just a very temporary job for this one. This is what I'm going with. I made up these little brackets, just cut off, the excess piece I had of the rectangular tubing, drilled some holes, or my assistant drilled them for me. And I'm just gonna weld them on like that. I measured at 53.5 inches, just coming a little inboard of my line. And then I'm gonna drill these 2 holes to match on the seam of the cab. I'm actually gonna do that now. I'm gonna be smart about this. I'll carry this over to the cab, mark my holes, drill them ahead of time, then weld this so I don't have to hold this big tube up there to line it up. All right, guys, so here's the end goal. We got the cab up on a couple horses, got the engine hoist in place, and cross member bolted in. Gonna put it in and then slide the bolt through. Hope for the best.